Hello and welcome to today's live, which is from CMT Stuttgart, and I'm going to take you around part of this one hall, which is here at hall 7, and this is where we find Carthago and Malibu. And now Carthago is my favorite manufacturer at present, and in view of not wanting to be accused of bias, I'm not going to show you around their vehicles very much. I'll just maybe take a shortcut around here. But if one were to ask, what do I like? I do like the fact you get things like a big garage. Everybody gives you really a big garage. What I do like is a double floor. If we see a double floor around, I'll show it to you. There's a double floor. Mind you, this vehicle here, the liner for two, costs an absolute fortune. There's a double floor for you. Pretty impressive. Like install sorts of stuff in here, and it does wonders for the heating situation inside the vehicle. And I like the style, I like the color scheme, and I mean that's a personal thing, but I think that the vehicles have the best storage solutions on the market. That's just my current opinion. You know, there was a time when Hymer was my favorite brand. I still like Hymer, don't get me wrong on that one, but I prefer Carthago. So I mean, it just depends. Things change from time to time, and also I change maybe as well. Now I hope I might be able to get you into some vehicles, but I don't know. Hello Jason, and yeah, that's great. Hello Ademir, hello. And yeah, it's nice to have people from so far away actually watching videos. Now what I really like La Strada as well. Actually, I really like most companies. I mean, there's one or two I'm not very keen on, and even if I like the vehicles, then hello Nikos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, this is a vehicle I find particularly attractive. This is another from a La Strada. This is a monocoque vehicle, so it's a single shell that we've got here, single shell stuck onto the Mercedes at the front, and inside I think it looks really good. But I'll see. I've just indicated that I'm going to walk in, and so I can show that live. And anyway, so I don't like, I'm very careful at an event like this to what I actually do, because there are other people around who see what I'm doing, and then they might follow me in. I like this layout. It sort of appeals to me. I realize it's not for everybody. We've got this extra high roof in here, so we've got space for the bed in the roof. We've got all of this space down here in the lounge. We've got an enormous washroom for a vehicle under 7 meters, and I'll even come into the shower so you can see how much space there is around me. Amazingly good. And here we've got the kitchen. Right, I think, okay, 2 burners I think is probably enough for most people. I think, might be wrong, might think differently. And I do like a sink that's this shape, because I find it more convenient in a motorhome. I wouldn't want a sink this shape in a house, but in the motorhome, I think it's really, really good. And there's the isotherm fridge, which I'll show you quickly, because people like to see what a fridge looks like. I don't know why, they will look the same to me. And another thing I like down here, yeah, look at this storage in the back like that. Now, a criticism one could make of La Strada is that the insides of their vehicles often look a bit like an office, and that certainly is the case. But the thing is this, I would argue that the office is a good sort of shape for being practical. Here we have this, looks like a filing cabinet, but if I open this up like that, that is really good for storing things. Thank you, C. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thank you. And it's got proper sides to the drawers here. So there you go. This and I like the widthwise bed at the back. In fact, if they wanted to give me one of these, I'd be more than happy to take it off their hands. I mean, let's face it, it's probably just cluttering up the car park at the moment. So why couldn't they give it to me? This layout, I don't know anything about furniture. I don't know anything about colours, but I like that. So on the subject of favourite vehicles, this is one which I really do like. There you go, Mercedes up front. Anyway, I'll take you out now that we've seen this. Oh, look at this as well. Look at the shape of that. That to me is brilliant. Right, Jason, you've asked a very good question there. How much is it? I think it's 150, I think. I am off the top of my head. What's it say down here? 181. Oh, well, I got that one wrong, didn't I? I usually pride myself on my ability to tell how much something's going to cost. There you go, 181,699, and that's before you put any fuel in it. So anyway, but it is brilliant, isn't it? Right, we'll have a look at one or two other La Strada vehicles here. This is the EB version of the Nova, which has the German layout at the back. Very similar. Other solutions which have been given. One thing I don't think I pointed out was the way the awning at the top has been integrated into the vehicle, and normally what happens is they just stick it on the side, and but that has been integrated in. Only La Strada, Morello and Silver Dream do that. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any other companies that actually do that. I might have missed somebody out, so if I've missed somebody out, I apologise for missing them out. And even getting this Avanti, I think we can get inside it. This is about one of the cheapest ones. It's 100,000. This one, and 630 centimeters in length. They have this bit here above which looks a bit like a bed. That is the place where the tabletop is kept. So when driving, so if the driver needs a lot more space at the back, the table comes out, table and the leg for the table goes up there, and that hides it away, which is that's why that's up there. Right, there you go, the same kitchen as we saw in the previous vehicle, and this German layout at the back in a camper van with storage all the way around. Another thing this company does is the two-door approach to the washroom. So I'll open that there, and I'll open this as well if I can. So a little bit of, I don't like to use force on anything. There you have the washroom. Obviously the carpet's down there to protect the floor, and I won't lift it up as I'm doing a live, and if I were doing a video which wasn't live, then I would lift it up. That gives you a bit of an idea. Now, the advantage of the double door as such, I think it saves space. I mean, personally, I prefer sliding door, but it's better than the single door. So first sliding door is my first choice, then the double door, then the single door, in that order. Down here, Frovey system, and obviously, as you'd expect, storage under the bed, but also there's a lot of storage at the back of the bed as well. We'll go around there and see that right now. There you go, stacks of storage here, 636 centimeters long. This will actually go up, there you go, to demonstrate, and very nice. So we've got on this Region S here, it's on a Mercedes basis, 4x4. You're looking at 150 on that one, and there's a Region EB under 6 meter Mercedes based camper vans as the Region S. In fact, no, I won't go on that because there's somebody there. We'll have a look, go on this one here. This is the Avanti C, 105,000 it costs, and it's a 636 centimeter long camper van, and like the color scheme doesn't quite fit my taste, and slightly different to the one we saw earlier in its way it's laid out. There's a very clever thing from the bed, which I'll show you from the rear end, the way the bed can go up to give more space, and you've got storage all the way around. And just to make the storage a little bit different, there we've got a sliding storage compartment. Here we've got sliding door for the toilet and the shower. I think in a 636 centimeter long camper van, that is an excellent storage solution, in my opinion. Now, I mentioned about last Strada looking a bit like an office, and I think that does look like a bit like a filing system, but that is the best way I can think of storing your stuff. You're carrying your clothes, your whatever food, if you bring any with you, and dog food and things of that nature. And notice how also the kitchen, the fridge front matches the rest of the wood. I also like the way they put these sliding bits in as well, so I thought that sort of changes the design. That appeals to me. I don't know if that appeals to anyone else, maybe it's just me. I'm a bit funny about style, and I normally don't go for storage and up here because I like to have a lot of space above my head. But one of the advantages is when the roof of the vehicle has been extended upwards, you get space here is created. And in this case, I think this is a huge expanse of space which has been created for storage. So in that case, I would sacrifice the headroom above the drivers and the passenger seats in order to get that huge amount of storage up there. We're always short of storage in a van, well, at least those of us who live in the thing full time are. And you know, in order to go to the laundrette once every 6 weeks, I need to have 6 weeks worth of clothing on me. Right, okay, that gives a very quick and rough idea, but I have done these vehicles, every single one of them, in more details on this site. And oh, I didn't show you the rear of that one, but I'll show you it here instead. I think I've already shown this, haven't I? There you go. That goes up like that, creates lots of space in the back. And if there's only one of you, I suppose you can sleep on one part of the bed and keep the bicycle or something in the back. Okay, let's walk up here. There's some caravans here. A caravan is a motorhome without an engine, right? So the problem is it doesn't have a motorhome. You can't drive it anywhere. You need to get a car, and if you've got a car, then it's no good because you can't sleep in the car. You're better off in the motorhome. Right, here we have Affinity here, and lots of people on the stand. But I'll just show you if I can. We'll get into it actually. I'll just show you this new model, at least the design of it from the outside. I have to see the video individually. But can we now call this a camper van? It is really a sort of a motorhome. Look at the way the rear end has been placed on here to give more space for the bed. They've added this at the bottom for the boot of the vehicle, and the flare here, I don't even know how to call this a flare any longer because it's so big, creating so much extra space, and that's because the body is sloped below. Somebody's just been shot, and and look how big it is as well. So you see from my hand how big that is. If we can get in anywhere, I'll get in. I can't see if I can or not. Can't get in. Doesn't matter. You'll have to see that in a different video. Okay, right. Got here the stand of Jotti Line, which is a Rapido company, and this is sort of a cheaper version of a Rapido campervans. Indeed, one can see exactly the same concepts in these vehicles as you can in Rapido ones, but these ones cost about what, 15-20% less than Rapido costs. And Jotti Line did have a rather bad reputation, but since acquisition by Rapido, it has, I think the quality has improved a great deal. So it is the one of the cheapest brands available. This motorhome is 62,000 euros, and I say cheapest. I know 62,000 euros is a stack of cash. When I started doing videos, you could get a really good Hymer van for 62,000, and not anymore. So no, 62,740. Okay, have a look at this one here. It's got a German layout at the back, Einzelbetten. This costs 63,000, and there you go. Have a look in the bathroom. I mean, it's quite simple, but I suppose it would do the job. Look at the size of this German layout here. I mean, there's a big space between the two beds. There are genuinely two singles there. And inside here, if I can demonstrate, this is a hard surface. So you don't, when you the plate, there's no plate to put down here. This will go down directly. And if I can do it with one hand whilst I'm talking, I'm trying to, I'm not doing it very well. Anyway, that goes, oh, there you go. And that is strong enough now. That will take my weight. Don't really I can't demonstrate, but anyway, look, I could put my whole weight on that. If I could demonstrate it, I would do. I'm not strong enough to do it, pull myself up with one arm any longer, but any longer. I used to be able to do it. That was many years ago. But anyway, that is how the bed looks. That may be, I think, obviously I have to think about this hard, that may be even a better solution than putting a plate and a cushion which is separate, because as you saw, that went in with no problems at all, just using one hand. Right, so we'll have a bit more walk out. We went in this one, haven't Sienna, I think some, don't want to bother anybody, 6-meter van there. Oh, there's another Sienna. You know, I just don't want to walk into vehicle places where people are, they may be about to make a purchase, and I don't want to actually put them off. This Citroen camper van is one of the cheapest on the market. I think it's under 50,000 in its base form. This will have some stuff added to it, and this brings the price up to 58,000. But even so, that is what it's got. That's a rather elegant entrance. It is a basic camper van, of course. Fiat, it's a Fiat Ducato basic, and only this Fiat Ducato basic's on a Citroen. But even so, we've got here, for example, the contour of the bed around the washroom to make the bed bigger at one side. We've got plenty of space here, but they've got the storage at the top and on the other side as well. No storage at the back, which I would have put in personally, and we've got a functional wet room. So it's a cheapish van. Sorry, cheapish. I hope you understand what I mean by that. But it's not. It's a cheaper van, but it's functional, and it does what it's supposed to. Things like this, you can see that's got no gas thing on that. I think just looks cheap, but anyways, it is cheap, I suppose. Anyway, good, right. Okay, here's we have some chanson vehicles, and I'll take you into my favorite one, but there's people inside, so we're not getting in there. Oh, they did say they had one here, which was a what do you call it, a prototype, and I'll see if we can get into the prototype, because I thought this isn't a prototype. I've seen this one before, and it was around here somewhere. I've lost it now. What is it? Oh, there you see, it says prototype there, and some people inside, so I'll let them come out if they're coming out and make them want to come out, and maybe they're not coming out, so that's too bad. I'm not getting in there. Also we are. And so this is a 639 centimeters, 235 in width. What's prototype about this? I'm sure I've seen this all before. We've got the washroom at the back. There's the toilet. There is the shower behind a darkened door. What's good about this? You've got the bed up there. You've got a huge lounge down there. And at the back down here, we've got this enormous wardrobe, and that I feel is quite a lot for somebody, space for somebody who is potentially living in the vehicle full time. We saw the garage, you can see the garage from out here as well, and kitchen up there, lounge, bed up there. How much space is there under the bed? The bed could actually go up further, but even so I'm standing under it, and it was not much clearance, but I can actually stand up under it completely standing upright. Kitchen extension, 2 burners, sink. Okay, it's a round one, I'd rather have a squarish one, but lots of space there. Let's see if there's the bed works or it doesn't work. Let's see. I don't know. No, it's not. They've unplugged. I don't blame them for taking out the fuses. That's precisely what I would do in their position. Okay, good. Right, I think what I'll do is now I'll close today's live broadcast with this prototype, which is, I'll give you the price, 70,000. And okay. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest. Whilst I'm here, I'm doing these things once a day, every day, and so you can have, it gives you an idea what is currently on the market. So I upload normally at 21:15 every day, irrespective of if there's something else. Thank you, C. Thank you, Jace. Oh, sorry. Nikos asked, do I know if the US Winnebago makes sales in Europe? Yes, they are there any new camper vans that can load a motorbike? Yes, there's lots of can load motorbikes. Sorry, I didn't see the question earlier. There are lots of vehicles that motorbikes can be loaded onto, and I've shown them actually in some videos. And if you look motorbike under my, if you do a search on my site, you can find some of them. Winnebago do have sales, I think, in the UK, although I'm not absolutely certain. The problem with getting United States products is if you need parts, that's not always easy. So I would bear that one. I'd bear that one in mind. And okay. Oh, do you appreciate? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to give a response. Sorry, I didn't see. Yeah, I think I've answered everybody's questions. Sorry, when I'm talking, I don't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily see. I have to wear my glasses. I don't like actually filming things with my glasses on. But if I don't wear my glasses, I can't see what people send to me. My eyesight, with age, is getting worse and worse. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hope you found that of interest. I'll do another one similar time to tomorrow. Tonight there's a video on. Can't remember. It was something I filmed here. Whatever it is, I can't remember what it was now. And tomorrow I've got something on roof tents, though I might actually put something on RV equipment. I've done the film videos from the halls here, the equipment hall. Thanks for watching. All the best from me in Stuttgart. Bye for now. Oh, greetings from Crete. Oh, exciting, Crete.